Hi everyone. Welcome to week 2 of our Composition 2 class. I'm going to walk you through the things that we're going to be doing this week. At the top of the week 2 folder, you'll find a list of the assignments that you'll be completing as well as their due dates. Homework 2 is due Sunday. Discussion board 2, the initial post is due Wednesday and the reaction post is due Sunday. You should read pages 511 through 538 in the Norton Field Guide by Wednesday. You should also read How to Read Like a Writer by Sunday, and then complete a rough draft of Essay 1 also by Sunday. One of your readings is this, How to Read Like a Writer. If you click on it, it will take you to the document. This is about a 15 to 17 page essay, depending on how you count the pages. So be aware of how long it is. This may feel a little long to some people, just depending on how used you are to reading essays. And make sure to set aside an appropriate amount of time to get through it. But How to Read Like a Writer is going to provide a really nice framework for our class, talking about how to think and read and write rhetorically, and how reading and writing both intermingle with each other. For homework 2, you should write a 1-paragraph summary of how to read like a writer, and then write a 1-paragraph reaction to the essay as well. Your reaction paragraph can be basically whatever you want, as long as it is your reaction, your response to the reading. So did you like or dislike the essay, or somewhere in between? Were there any ideas that especially stood out to you? Is there anything from the essay that you think you might try to implement in the classroom or just in your daily life? Did you especially agree or disagree with any aspect of the essay? All of those are viable options. And then finally, write a paragraph about your own relationship to reading. Do you read outside of class? How much? Why don't you or do you read outside of class? You could even talk about the things that you read. I know some of you did that in your discussion board post from last week. What has reading for school been like for you in the past? And did this essay alter how you view reading for school? And if so, in what way? And then you're going to submit a rough draft of Essay 1. And I want to talk a little bit about what Writing Project 1/Essay 1 is going to entail. For this project, you're going to find a STEM-related article and write a 1,000-word essay in which you analyze the article and the way it presents its ideas. In your essay, you should explore how the article presents a STEM idea to a general audience. The video I asked you to watch before beginning this project suggests that one problem scientists have is their ability to communicate with the general public. The articles on the websites provided are intended for a general audience and not specialists in certain fields. Your job then is to critically analyze how the article you chose speaks to a general audience. What are techniques that they use? What assumptions do they make about the reader? What messages are they trying to convey to the reader? And how effective overall is the article in communicating with a non-expert? Some things for you to keep in mind. Analysis is not summary. You should assume that the reader of your paper has also read the article that you're analyzing. You should not use the pronoun I. We're doing this as an attempt to make your essay sound more formal. Now, I believe that you can write a formal essay that uses the word I. It can be done, although it becomes a little bit trickier. So just to kind of make things maybe a little bit easier for people, we're going to avoid using first-person pronouns at all. So no I, me, my, we, our. Your writing should be organized into a standard essay, and by that I just mean it needs to have an intro, clear body paragraphs, and a clear concluding paragraph. I'm sure many of you are used to writing 5-paragraph essays. You do not have to write a 5-paragraph essay for this assignment. You should have as many paragraphs as you need in order to adequately develop your main idea. You should try to demonstrate skills that you learned in English 1100. And you should use MLA or APA format, although I recommend APA if you are a STEM major. and you should not use any other sources. There's only the one source for this essay, and it is the article that you are analyzing. And then down at the bottom of the assignment sheet, we have the requirements, some of which have already been stated. You need to have a clear thesis in the introductory paragraph. So there is going to be a main point that you are making, developing, supporting, providing evidence for throughout the essay. It should be clear and organized. Again, you need to use MLA or APA, including in-text citations for quotes, paraphrases, and summaries. You should address the question of how the article tries to communicate to a general public and whether it's effective in doing so. So really, for most people, that is going to be your thesis. The article blank effectively communicates to a general public because blah, blah, blah. Or the article blank does not effectively communicate to a general public because blah, blah, blah. And then, you'll describe reasons why you think it has or has not communicated effectively. Use examples from your selected article to prove your thesis. Make sure that you proofread your paper before submitting the final draft. Again, you should be writing formally, avoiding slang, maybe even avoiding contractions, although it's not necessarily required, and avoiding first-person pronouns. Your paper should be at least 1,000 words. You should take a look at the support materials in our Writing Project 1 folder, and make sure to complete all process work, so brainstorming and the rough draft. So that's our first essay. If you have any questions on that, just let me know. And to wrap up, let's look at the discussion board for this week. Your initial post is due Wednesday. I'd like you to watch a short TED Talk from their science section. So any TED Talk really that's 10 minutes or less that is about science is fair game here. Post a link to the video and explain in one paragraph your reaction to it. Did you enjoy it? What made it interesting or not? Did you learn anything? And then in your response post, you're going to read through your classmates' posts and choose one of the videos they watched. You will watch it and then write a short response to your classmate about the video. You can Google TED Talks Science, or you can just copy and paste this link to access their science videos. All right, that is all for this week. Let me know if I can do anything to help you, and have a good second week of class.